If you want to know how to use a delay effect and what everything does, stick around. This video will teach you about the principles of delay, regardless of the plugin you choose, and you might want to grab some headphones. It will give you a better understanding of what I'm going to be talking about. Hey everyone, Jake from Transverse Audio here. We're going to go over a range of delay effects in this video, from standalone plugins to delays that are built into synths. Hopefully this will give you a good understanding of what may be included in your effect. Now, using a delay with your music, sound effects, and even your vocals can provide you with an alternative to using reverb, depending on how you use it. It's not exactly the same, but the effect will typically give your audio an echo-like effect. When synced with the tempo of your project, you can really start to see the potential that this type of effect can reach, especially with the rhythm of music. Now, depending on how long you want the sound to continue echoing, you can set the feedback level to control how fast the delays will fade away. It can fade quickly with a low amount of feedback, and you can make a long-lasting echo with a high amount of feedback. Some effects can even be set to never fade at all, going on indefinitely. No. We'd be here for a long time. The way the effect handles the output signal can be determined through the delay mode. Different plugins come with different modes. Some common types of delay are normal or stereo, which gives the left and right channels independent delays. Mono, which sends the same delay signal to both left and right channels. And ping pong, playing the delayed signal on either the left or right channel by itself, switching back and forth for each echo. If you're using the ping pong mode, changing the spread of the signal will determine the panning intensity of each delay and whether or not the delay is purely bouncing from left and right or sharing some output between the two on each delay. This is very similar to the width parameter, which changes the stereo width of the delay. This feature will probably replace your mono and stereo options, since that's exactly what it changes. I'll show you with ping pong turned on. It will basically turn it off if we have the width set to 0, putting it in full mono. At 100%, it will be at full stereo, or anywhere in between. Making the delay more realistic or pronounced can be done by using diffusion or smear, depending on what your plugin calls it. By blurring the signal, you can also get it to sound more like a reverb effect. The time setting of the delay effect will control the time before the signal is delayed and how much time is between each delay. In some cases, you'll be able to sync the delay time with the tempo of the project you have open. This is a good way to represent the space a sound is played in. Using a low time can help you create a reverb-like effect. The last part of the delay effect is the dry and wet value. This determines how much of the original sound will be mixed with the affected sound in regards to gain or volume. A dry signal is the output of the instrument or synth untouched by any effects. The wetness of a signal determines how much of the effect is applied to the output. When 100% wet, the output of the signal will only be through the effect and will not include any dry signal at all. Now, pay attention to when I press the note. You won't hear it right away. This is because the dry signal has been removed from the effect chain, which means you only hear the signal after it has been processed by the effect. In this case, what you're hearing is exclusively the delayed signal that followed the initial input. Delay effects come in all shapes and sizes, and certainly complexity. With what you've learned, you should be able to take on any plugin that you're put up against. Subscribe and don't forget to press the bell button to be notified when we publish new videos, and as always, thanks for watching.